Welcome. I'm going to test whether or not I can play chess and listen to NPR at the same time. Hello to my Twitch followers. All right, playing Johnny Montana. So we'll call Johnny Johnny. And so far, so good. See how this goes. Alrighty. I think I'll just keep going into the middle here. Trying to get some pressure here in the middle. All right. We'll go follow suit. Kind of typical opening here. Nothing too surprising. Playing a player who's rated about the same as I am. And it's fun. I just connected my Twitch account to this service, so we'll see how that works out. So this bishop is sort of useless right at the moment. I think I will get that out of the way and also perhaps just exchange. Let's see. All right, that's fine. But also linking it to the incitement. I'm going to go ahead and castle. Of the crowd, the inciting and the inflaming of the crowd, to use the manager's language, that went on for months before January 6th, and that continued even after January 6th.
Let me just play a short clip to that point. This is again that neat House impeachment manager.
I think I'm going to go ahead and.
In the history of humanity, democracy is an extremely rare and fragile and precarious and transitory thing. Abraham Lincoln knew that when he spoke from the battlefield.
I'm going to do this and try to put a little threat here. I've got a meeting in a few minutes, so I don't have a long time to play, but I'm going to play what I can. I think probably just one game. I think I want to bring this knight down here, put some pressure here, and then also put some pressure there. This knight isn't really doing anything, so I think I'm going to take this way. Bring the knight out there. Bring the knight out here, perhaps. Now this pawn is sort of hanging, which I like. I'm going to bring this pawn forward, I think. It's going to be a next move. I like having this knight over here. Ah, okay. Well, looks like I've got, yeah, I've got to take this here. And
I think it's a perfectly good both rhetorical point and legal point. If this is,
I think I can push this pawn here.
What is, and after all, because Donald Trump was
I think that's what's next.
inveterate tweeter.
Knight back to here is what I'm expecting, or maybe back to here, but more likely here.
On the day of the riot, are powerful evidence against him in a lot of ways. And
love this knight here. This is just fantastic. Okay, so
where he sort of
I'm going to
thread the needle, because he said,
try to break this up a little bit here.
You know, this day is you'll remember forever.
I'm expecting him to push Johnny to push this pawn forward here, perhaps, or maybe to castle.
The violence at the Capitol.
But I'm going to take this.
Go home in a timely fashion. This isn't the right way to do this.
That's not great.
That,
me bringing this pawn here, this knight here is good. I think for now, though, it's just time to
I would say that this is probably the most
bring this knight here.
Since the Civil War.
I just lost
but
this.
If we return to a better time,
but that's okay. I can probably
resume government the way we used to.
Yeah, this pawn could get pushed forward.
I suspect that history will not look favorably on what happens in this impeachment. That
so
view some of this as cowardice.
So Ryan,
let's
zoom our
take this and then let the pawn take here. Expecting this knight to take here. Oh, okay, yeah, then I'll just take there. I probably should have waited, but that's all right. I'm going to maybe block this pawn from moving forward.
and therefore.
Okay, so knight could come out here. Okay, rook there.
That means that we will not hear this point at all from Trump's defense tomorrow, or is this
I'm going
something
to try
that
to
you
threaten
nevertheless spend a
this
lot of time
pawn.
talking about?
But yeah, that's what I was going to say. I think that pawn's going to come here. Well, how about this?
It may not be the center of.
Oh, this is ugly.
But it's an important
But
aspect of their defense.
I think I might be able to
it gives
stop
Republican senators a way
some of the
to deal with
bleeding here
substance of the allegations, the facts of the presentation
by doing
that we saw
that.
over the past 2 days, the videos of the violence, the
Yeah, I kind of
insurrectionists
expected that.
beating police officers, lawmakers fleeing from the gallery of the House and the Senate.
But right now,
Gunshots just feet from the House floor.
kind of feel like this gives me a little bit of.
It gives
Oh,
them
I
out
forgot
to then
this.
say,
This is
"Wow,
a take right here, probably.
ultimately, this shouldn't have been happening. And
That's okay,
therefore
though.
It's unconstitutional, and we don't have to do
That I did not
That
see,
is the
and that's
important
awful.
element, which is, I think, what we
Yeah,
saw
this is one of those situations where, once again, it's hard to play and talk at the same and not talk at the same time. So,
And you're talking about,
Yep. There we go. Another game lost. Oh well. I mean, I'm completely not listening to the radio either. I'm trying to focus on the game, but talking through it is definitely hurting my chances.
Did incite the rioters to come to the Capitol, and whether he did that. So pick up that thread. Is that,
Yep.
in your view, is that true? Recognizing that this isn't a trial in the conventional sense.
Huh?
Technically, it's true. I mean, it's as if you made a motion. And
Can't go there because then the knight goes here.
And do the rest.
But I can
But,
try
this is
to
an escape hatch for any Republican who wants an escape hatch, who doesn't
threaten
want
this
to condone
knight.
the activity, the particular behavior of the president or the mob or the anything. And if they want to look like a good guy, they can, I suppose, say, I didn't think that we had the right to impeach a former.
I'm going to play this game to the end, though. I'm not going to resign. I've been resigning when I'm down pieces, and unless I really get down pieces, I'm going to try to stick it through just to see if I can get a draw or see if I can win on time, because we're going to, looks like we might get to an end game here.
Deirdre Walsh,
That was a terrible move a few minutes ago, though. All right, well, that's interesting. Okay. Oh, again, I made this stupid move. Knight comes here, queen's dead. Okay. Yeah, that was once again a terrible move.
Sure. I mean, I think we don't expect them
All right.
to use their full time tomorrow. They're only using one.
So now,
as
just,
a,
let's see
part
here.
line under the resolution. Once they complete their argument, there is time for questions for senators to submit. They submit them in writing, and they're
Okay, so this person's now like doing a little bit of weird
the managers and
disconnecting. They're
I think up
playing
to
from
4 hours
Ireland.
for that.
Okay.
And
Well,
then
that's nice,
the
but
biggest issue of
still I hate
witnesses,
when
but it's
players do
pretty
that.
Clear that senators don't feel the need for witnesses. That's a sort of a bipartisan sentiment. Elizabeth Warren leaving tonight said the only witness she'd want to hear from is President Trump, and it's pretty clear he's not going to.
Oh, I could bring the knight here.
And other Democrats have said there's witness testimony that's already been
Okay.
presented by the managers, so they don't see the need for witnesses. So if that point isn't raised, there would not be any debate, and they would just move on to
Doesn't
closing
really
arguments,
do
and then
much.
up to 4 hours for both sides, and then they would move to a vote.
Fair to say at this point that the idea of calling
Let's
witnesses seems to be
see.
something that neither side is interested in doing, that is off the table.
I think that's fair.
Let's do that.
Claudia, I mean, we've been talking about the idea that so much of this is preordained. We mentioned this a little before, but as we end, how many senators do you think are up in the air and how they're going to vote right now? How many senators
I might
are you
push
trying to
this
track down the hall and get a sense
queen
of what they're
forward.
going back and forth?
We know the 6 who have voted to this say that the trial is constitutional.
Okay,
I would
there.
estimate maybe there's as many as 10 others. I'm curious about that. Aren't giving comment on where they are in terms of their decision on whether to
Try
convict.
that.
or not convict. For example, Shelley Moore Capito, just moments ago, this is a Republican senator for West Virginia leaving the chamber.
Move the king
told a
forward
reporter
here.
that she's not going to talk about whether she's going to make this decision, and she is one of these members who has noted President Trump's
right.
role, former President Trump's role in the insurrection. She
I'll
has
bring this forward.
addressed that.
Look like I'm
So
kind
in
of
terms
threatening
of,
here, but I'm
these
actually
members,
threatening this
then
rook.
she's part of that
But I'm
group
assuming
of
the
10
person will see that they're
moderate
expecting the rook
Republican
here.
that could be in the
Yeah.
mix when that decision comes due on
That's
Tuesday.
kind of the game.
So Ronald, before we conclude here,
There's
today,
no
it just
real
seems,
defense here.
It's sort of strangely anticlimactic after all the emotion and
Ah.
the trauma and the intensity that we saw.
I don't have to do that, but that doesn't really
as we conclude this
stop this from happening.
There seems to be a great disconnect here, and I think a great deal of it, of course, has to do with the fact that Donald Trump is no longer the president. Not only because that gives the Republicans an out to say, well, it's really nonsense.
I mean, I still have this pawn pushing forward,
Also
but
because the sense that he was
not
moving
really
forward,
anything useful here.
trial,
All right,
and
this
his
is just
election
gone.
was hanging
Anyway, it's been
around.
fun.
All of that is in the
Hello
past.
to my new Twitch
So while it's important to continue
people.
with this process
And howdy, Peter. Good to see you here today.
It is also clear
I think
that this is
I just have to
engaging
talk
national
less.
attention.
Not really sure how to do this, but people do it, so I'm going to keep at it for a while. You may just have to watch me lose for a while. Have a great day.